Okay, hi, my name is Mike Hughes, and I appreciate you taking a second to check out this video. I know that you're probably asked to sign into and log on to a lot of things, so just wanted to show you a little bit about what you're going to see once you do sign up for these searches and show you what we'll have access to. So let's say, just as a basic search, if you already know the MLS number, let's say you're out there searching and you see it on Zillow or Realtor.com or one of these other sites, you can actually just paste in those numbers any place you want, and it's going to real quickly bring up that property. So you can see all of the photos that are available for the house, but you can also schedule a showing. If you'd like to do that, you just simply punch in your number and the best time and day to see the house, and we'll be able to help you with that right away. Some of the other interesting stuff that's here is certainly all of the information, so the current listing price, but you can see that this one already had a price change. So it was originally 1.485, and they've made a price reduction. So we do show all of the listing history for the house, the days on market for the house, the walk score. So this is an indication of how convenient it is to shops and other public transportation, things of that nature. So you can see there's a bunch of information available. Of course, the mortgage calculator is there, and if you'd like, you can switch over to this map view. Sometimes it's helpful to see what is around the property, because we know that some of these pictures can be terrific, and then once you get to the house, it's right next to commercial space, for example, and if that's not desirable, you sure do want to know about it. And so this gives you a few different ways to look at the house even from the outside, which is really handy. And I do want to point out, at any point, if you have a question, you can just click on this box, and either I or somebody from my team can instant message with you right away, which is kind of a handy way to get a quick answer. Similar sold. Okay, so it's going to look at different price ranges. So let's say if you're coming from out of the area, or maybe you're searching, this home happens to be in Newton, but if you're looking at homes in a town that you're considering, and you know roughly what your price range is, this is going to pull up other similar size homes or similar priced homes, so you can just quickly get a look at what's out there and available, as well as what properties have sold for. Sometimes the question is, well, what's it listed for versus what's it actually selling for, and so you can begin to even create your own analysis based on the information available on the site. Of course, that's something that we'd be more than happy to help you with at any point as well. Over here, you can see that you can click on the schools, and it's going to pop up information on all of the nearby schools, and give different rankings, and this is an unbiased opinion based on some statistics that are pulled from the various schools in comparison to surrounding communities. Up here, you can print off the sheet. Let's say you want to go look at the house, and you want to bring the sheet with you to take a look at. You can easily just click print, and it's going to print that out. You can share it on Facebook, or a link if you have a friend that you'd like to send it to. It's real easy to save notes. I like this house, and that note will stay there with it. So as you're going through your search, you're going to be able to take notes on the properties and keep track of them. You can save it as a favorite, and the nice thing about that is I'll actually be able to see that on the back end. So if there's something that you like, feel free to click it, and we can set up a time to go take a look at that house. Let's say you land on this though, and you say, 1.4 is a little bit a different budget than I'd like to focus on. I'm really looking at something maybe in the 600 to say 800 range. So you just punch that in, and let's say, okay, maybe I want to be a little bit closer to Cambridge, so we're going to move over to Belmont. So punch in the Belmont or whichever town in Massachusetts that you're interested in, and down here we're going to need at least three bedrooms, and let's say 2 baths. You can search by open houses if you'd like, anything that's going on. The property types. We'll just focus on single families, but obviously you can do condos, townhouses, and so on. Let's look for anything over 1,800 square feet, and we'll just leave the max empty. Plug in features that you're interested in, a number of parking spaces. Some people in today's market are saying, you know, I don't want the houses that are priced or just coming on the market. You know, I'm kind of looking for something that's been on the market for about 30 days. We know that those prices are a little bit more workable, and we're not going to have to deal with some of the bidding wars. So you can actually search on days that the property's been listed and so on. You can search by walk score. I only want something with, well, we'll say a 60 or better walk score. Up here we're saying no results, and that's just because we have a super low inventory right now, so I'm going to pull back on that. And sometimes you do need to loosen the criteria in order to increase your search results. This is one of my favorite searches, because you can say, you know, I want to be within a certain distance to work. You know, I want to be within, you know, let's say my wife's Cambridge. Let's just plug that in and say, you know, anywhere within 12 miles, that's also acceptable. So you can save that search. It kind of bounces you outside of the Belmont line. So I'm going to pull that out. But just as an example, you can do a radius search and include multiple towns that way. So it's really handy. Point being that the search is really flexible, and when you've found something that you like, you can just simply save the search as Belmont search, or whatever's easy for you to remember. It'll automatically send you updates, but you can uncheck that, of course. And then you can create multiple searches. So if you do want to have this Belmont search, but then you want to also focus on a radius search that would include other towns, you can just simply create a new search. Over here, you're going to have all of your searches saved. So right now there's just one search saved, and we can edit that if we want. It's going to pull it all up. Over here you see your profile. So this is my information. Right now I have it set to email me nightly, but you can turn that off, or you can just have it set for every week. Let's say you're just starting your search and you really only want that update once a week. Otherwise it'll come every night. So you're going to capture everything that was put on the market that day, and it's going to pop into your email box that evening. Over here you can see that I favorited this house, and where did I create notes? We know that I said I like this house also, so it's going to pop up properties where I took notes, and we just created this account, so only this property is showing up, but just kind of a handy way to look back at what have I been browsing for. Let's reset the search and say, okay, well, you know, we know exactly what we want in that area, but let's kind of drill down and see what's available, you know, all throughout the greater Boston area. So you can say, well, you know, I've been looking at Belmont, but I'd consider Arlington too. And if you just mouse over, you can see that you'll get some of the statistics there. But if we click on that, it's going to drill down into Arlington. So of course you can use all of the search tool over here, but you can even just mouse over, and it's going to pull up the properties really nice and easy that way. Go back to the map search. Hathaway Circle, again, pops it up real nice and easy. Back to the map search. Just kind of scroll around and see where you'd like to live on a map, and it's going to show you that. For the general maps, it's going to be able to show you the overall statistics for the town. In this case, it's Arlington. As well as school information. So I hope this helps. I hope it makes the sign-up process more exciting for you. And if you're just switching over from our old system, I really appreciate your patience with us doing that. I hope that this new system's exciting and a lot more helpful than even the old one was. Thanks for watching. I'm always here to help, and be in touch.